What are the best tires for long motorcycle trip? This is a good question, isn't it? Let me ask you a different way. What do you prefer, to play safe or spend less money? The first answer that might come to your mind will be to play safe and spend as less as possible. Fair enough, but this is very rare combination and almost impossible to have in real life. What I plan to do in this video is to give you some food for thought. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back, guys. Do you like my t-shirt? It was very nice gift given to me from Actenere riders from Istanbul last year. Thank you very much, guys. Anyway, one of the questions that I have been asked a number of times is why I use this dual sport or adventure type of tires instead of normal street tires on my trips if I spend, let's say, 80 to 90% of the time on the tarmac roads. And the short answer is because I feel safer. Thanks for watching. As you saw, guys, I can easily finish the video for just 1 minute. But then you might ask another question: safer? Why? Well, to give you the answer of this question, I have to present the long story, and of course I will in a few minutes time. But before I even start, let me tell you that the idea of this video is not to change your opinion or to show you that one tire is better than another. No, the idea is to show you a different way to see the whole picture and maybe to see some important things that you have been missing, and who knows, all of this information might help you to make the right choice next time when you're about to buy a new tires. I'm sure that you have heard the phrase that one picture is like thousands of words. So maybe one video will be like thousands of pictures, right? Now I'm gonna play you a short video compilation from my last 2 trips, and I hope they will help me to present the idea that I have much easier.
It looks like I got the wrong turn somewhere. You can see where the curiosity brought me. I saw a road going up. Welcome to Mongolia. Interesting to listen only my engine popping here in this dark tunnel. This is the place that I was looking for. Fantastic. To go on the road like this with ABS on, it is an adventure. This was the right moment to say no and continue on my journey. It's a big difference between the east and the west coast of Sardinia. Okay. The east coast is more touristically oriented. The west is more wild, as you can see. This was the first possible road that I got out of the asphalt. It is nice to feel the freedom at least for a while. Let's see where this road will lead me. I think it will be on the top of this beautiful mountain. I'm gonna have even more spectacular views from what I have now. This is the famous Ruta de la Contrabandista, connection between Andorra and Spain.
As you saw in the video, in the last 2 years I have had a number of different critical moments in which I needed more traction. So you don't have to be an off-road expert or scientist to understand that in those conditions dual sport tire or adventure type of tire will perform much better, right? Yes, Pavlen, but what about the rest of the roads? As you said, 90% of the time you're gonna stay on the tarmac, right? Yes, I will. But in my opinion, the motorcycle needs to be prepared for the hardest part of the trip, not for the easiest part. This basically means that even if I have 10,000 kilometers trip and I plan maybe 200-300 kilometers on dirt roads or hard terrains, I will still prefer to have the right tires for that section instead of street tires for the rest of the kilometers. Okay, Pavlen, we got it, but these are still 5% of the roads. So why? Because, guys, of 3 very good reasons. At least they're very good for me. The first is that because I'm not an off-road expert. The second is because I'm riding heavy motorcycle. Yes, it might be only 200 kilograms, but it is way more than I would like to have on the dirt roads. And of course, I would like to have these 200 kilograms with the proper tires, so to have more grip, because as I told you in the number 1, I am not an off-road expert. And the third actually is a combination of the first 2, and this is because I have to go back myself and the motorcycle safe in one piece. That's why. Fair enough, Pavlen, but this adventure type of tires, they don't last much, right? That is correct, but if you remember at the beginning of the video, I asked you, what do you prefer, to play safe or to spend less money? Unfortunately, only you know the answer. So I can easily list many more reasons here why, but this is not going to help because the final decision and the possible consequences after that will be only yours. When the tires finish it fast, that is only means that they did their job, which is to keep your motorcycle in straight position. But when you plan a long trip, an adventure trip, especially around the countries that you know nothing, I will always advise to start with adventure type or dual sport tires. It will be a completely different story if you're from Germany or Switzerland and planning a trip around the Alps. Then the conditions and the roads will be predictable. You won't see many potholes or mud or dirt roads, and you can afford to have a different type of tires. On the other hand, dual sport tires like Continental TKC 80, Mitas 07, Michelin Anaki Wild, Heidenau K60 and many others provides more than enough traction on dry and wet tarmac roads. I will agree that they will never be the same as the street tires, but who cares? You're not going to a racetrack, don't you? They are much more durable with reinforced edges that will allow you, especially in the rear tire, to ride it even completely flat for many kilometers, of course on very slow speed. The potholes, possible bumps or even sidewalks won't be a problem. You won't panic every time when you see a small patch of mud or sand. You can compensate the lack of off-road riding skills by just having tires with more traction. With the right combination of wheels, you can have one solid, almost bulletproof motorcycle that will bring you to any place that you like. This will give you also the chance to include some interesting routes that you usually avoid. There is only one big downside, and I would like to inform you about it right now, before it's too late. Once you gain some confidence and start riding on dirt roads here and there, you're gonna discover one completely different world that will open so many different opportunities that you, my friend, will be hooked forever. This basically means that in whatever country you decide to ride after that, you will always look for this shortcut, possible diversions, dirt roads, because you would like to have again this hype, this great experience that you have had before. And soon after that, you will realize that just because you have this adventure spirit, the only possible option in terms of tires will be an adventure type of tires. That simple it is. Here, on this point, many people might disagree and have a different opinion, But it doesn't matter to me because, as I told you before, the final decision and the possible consequences after that will be only yours. See you next time. Ciao.